Welcome to ICAI classes. Yes, good morning, good morning. Good morning to Neha, Naresh, Vaishali, Mohammed, Sushil, Ajay, everyone, because there are many, many, many more. Radhe Radhe Beta, very good, very good. So, good morning, and we are going to start with the topic of today. We are at financial statements of companies, an important topic from examination point of view as well as from the knowledge point of view also, because when you will go into the practical working, you will see that we have to understand, we have to analyze the financial statements in many ways, because we have financial statements of sole proprietorship, we have partnerships, we have companies. Nowadays LLP, private limited companies, and public limited companies are numerous in India. the, Gone the timing when the companies are only few. Now everyone is making a company. If a person is not interested to go for a company, he's going for LLP. So this is a normal trend now at time, and we have to analyze, we have to understand, we have to prepare the balance sheet of those companies. So your understanding will be only good if you will have a knowledge of that, and that will impact your understanding. So Mr. Naresh has asked a query. Good evening, sir. I have doubt in test your knowledge. Ninth question. In trial balance, interest accrued on investment is given on debit side. What will be the treatment, sir? Okay. See, it's test your knowledge questions. Let's start with the problems, because today I would like to discuss each and every problem of your financial statement in depth, in detail. There's no problem. Okay, we have sufficient time with us. We can do it in a very sincere manner. So shoot your queries so that I can give you good answers and we can upgrade our knowledge. So first point is given by Mr. Naresh. This is test your knowledge questions. This is question number ninth beta, ring limited. The query is that there is an interest accrued on investment given to you, 4,000 rupees. Okay, what will be the treatment of this? So I would like to ask from your side also, what will be its treatment without seeing the solution? Just tell me what should be the treatment of it and why this is treated like this. If you have not attended previous lectures, Khan, then you can attend today's lecture, because this will add to your knowledge. Later on, you can go for the previous sessions, because those are also available. Recording is available with you. So tell me, what will be the treatment of this interest accrued on investment as it is given in trial balance, and why it is treated like this? इसको कैसे treat करना है और क्यों करना है ऐसे? Why goodwill is not written? Yes, we will discuss. But first tell me, आप लोगों की नॉलेज की टेस्टिंग करना चाहता हूँ कि इंटरेस्ट एक्रूड ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट 4,000 की ट्रीटमेंट क्या होगी बेटा? वेयर इट विल बी ट्रीटेड फास्ट? आप लोग क्या चाहते हो कि इसको कैसे ट्रीट किया जाए? मुझे आप लोगों से आंसर चाहिए, फिर मैं बताऊंगा। और मैंने इसके बाद प्रिंस का क्वेरी भी लेना है। आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क दिस क्वेरी फ्रॉम योर साइड। गुड 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 गुड। नागार्जु, Ramjha, two persons have given me the answer. Waiting for the remaining ones. You give the answer fast, beta. I think there is a big problem regarding your basics, I could like to say, or we may discuss that many important things which you have missed in your previous classes is creating problem in now a time. Okay. So where it will be shown in profit loss account or balance sheet under which head, that is not a big issue that you can memorize. That if it is shown in profit or loss, it will be shown in operating income or it will be shown in other income like that. That is a simple thing, है ना? So revenue from operation है या क्या है, that is all different. Whether it will be shown in balance sheet or profit loss, that is important. And whether it will be shown both, that is important. So I think you people have many technical doubts, technical problem in your basics. So because ICA has given me number of lectures for this chapter, I would like to clear your basics also. Today, I would like to give you some such points, some such knowledge, which will be helpful for you for your whole life. But I would like to get a commitment from your side that you people will listen sincerely, then immediately write it down in your copies. And if there is any doubt, then you will have to ask me immediately. Okay. So, 3 points I have mentioned you. Listen sincerely, try to understand by your mind. Mind must be open. Second, you should have to इसको थोड़ा ऊपर करना है. Second, you should have to write it down in your copies. And third, which is most important, is whenever you have any query, just ask me immediately. I would like to answer that. Whatever answer you have given, I am not satisfied with that, beta. So let's understand. Let's understand the concept of final accounts. Final accounts adjustments. You people have done it in CA Foundation or in plus one also, but maybe you have forgot that, or maybe you have not done it at that time. So let's discuss each and everything. Now, there are two things with us. One is trial balance. Second is adjustments. So first of all, I would like to give you the meaning. What will be the meaning of trial balance? Meaning is that this transaction is recorded or generalized in our books of accounts. And what means for adjustment? Transaction is not recorded or generalized in the books of accounts. ये मीनिंग क्लियर करो. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू क्लियर दिस मीनिंग दैट whenever any head, any item is given in your trial balance, that means for it has already been generalized. It has already been recorded in our books of accounts. So whenever any transaction is recorded, then it have different impact. And if it is not recorded, anything which is given in adjustment is, if nothing is mentioned, it means for it is not recorded in our books of accounts. Okay. So if a transaction is already recorded in the books of accounts, that means for treatment, any item given in trial balance will be shown will be shown at one place, one side, one place and one side of profit loss account or balance sheet. First of all, it will be shown only at one place, either profit or loss account or balance sheet. Second, it will be shown in its one side also. Obviously, you know it very well that a item will either debited or credited. A item will not be debited as well as credited at the same time in profit or loss account. So if any item is entered in profit or loss account, that it means for it will be entered only at one side. Everyone knows it. Now, I am trying to explain you that if any item is given in trial balance, that will be recorded only at one, either this or this. Okay. Any item given in adjustment will be shown at two places, that is profit loss account and balance sheet. Debited at one and credited at other. एक में डेबिट होगी, एक में क्रेडिट होगी। जो भी ट्रांजेक्शन, जो भी आइटम आपके पास एडजस्टमेंट में गिवन है, उसकी दो जगह पे एडजस्टमेंट होने वाली है, दो जगह पे उसकी ट्रीटमेंट होने वाली है। एक ट्रीटमेंट उसकी होगी आपकी डेबिट साइड में, एक होगी क्रेडिट साइड में। ऐसा क्यों होता है? ऐसा क्यों होता है, शुरू से दोबारा समझते हैं। देखो, जो आइटम ट्रायल बैलेंस में आ गई, उसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है इसको जनरलाइज कर दिया गया। मीनिंग, अगर हमने सैलरी पे कर दी है बेटा, तो सैलरी की एंट्री हम करते हैं। If an item is entered in trial balance, that means for it has already been generalized, and the entry in case of salary paid is salary to bank. We know it very well. That means for it has been deducted from bank or credited to bank. It has been credited to bank and debited to salary account. Now, bank account will not show transaction of each and every item because bank have numerous items. So due to that reason, whatever impact salary has made on bank, that is not appeared to us. I am not able to see that. When trial balance is given to me, I am not able to see the impact of salary on it. But actually the impact has already been done because bank has already been credited, salary has been debited. But salary is showing, why? Because salary is a item which is showing us. So this will be shown to us, this will be visible to us. Impact on bank is not visible. And we come to understand that there is a salary given in trial balance. Then this comes in our trial balance, salary. Now, if salary is given to us, that means for its second impact has already been done. This has already been done. It has already been gone there. Now only salary has been left and it is debited. Now this will go to your profit or loss account. This will go to your profit or loss account debit side only. It will not go to balance sheet because in balance sheet or its credit side effect has already been done in bank. We need not to do it again. दोबारा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. That has already been done. तो हमें अकेली सैलरी नजर आती है, हम सैलरी को डाल देते हैं. सो ऑल आइटम्स वट एवर इज गिवन इन ट्रायल बैलेंस हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन देयर सेकेंड इम्पैक्ट. उनका सेकेंड इम्पैक्ट हो चुका होता है. यू नीड टू गो फॉर ओनली सिंगल इम्पैक्ट. नाउ हाउ दैट इज डन, वी विल कम टू दैट. इन केस ऑफ एडजस्टमेंट, इफ सैलरी paid is given in adjustment, that means for it is not generalized and we people have to do pass a entry salary debit to bank. In that case, we have to go for profit or loss account debit side, and we have to reduce it from bank in balance sheet. That is, we have to go for double impact. हमें दो impact देने पड़ेंगे इसके. We have to go for dual aspect of it. Okay, this is the concept which you have to understand. If he says salary has been paid but omitted to be recorded, that will be given in adjustment. Salary paid, not shown above, not shown in trial balance. That means for salary has been paid, but it is not generalized. So when you will generalize it, it will have two impact. Whatever is given in adjustment, normally it have dual aspect because it has not been recorded at all, or it has been recorded wrongly. We are giving a detail only. What is adjustment? Adjustment means for a detail of any change or any item, whatever he is interested to explain you. He's just explaining you that this is my part, which I have not done in trial balance. You people may do it. So he gives you the responsibility to do it. He gives you the responsibility to do that in a proper way. So impact or difference between trial balance and adjustment is very simple. The trial balance meant for that whatever is already recorded. Adjustment meant for that whatever is not yet recorded or wrongly recorded, or it needs some such type of adjustment which will have dual aspect, because this impact is not yet done or this impact is wrongly done. So we have to do that. We have to rectify it or we have to record it. So whenever we are going to rectify, whenever we are going to record it, obviously two impacts will be there. One is debit, second is credit. So very simple to understand. Is that understood to everybody? Yes or no? I need from your side yes or no, whether it is clear to everybody. Part 1, page 111.140, part 1. Very good. Very good, Devraj. Okay, good, 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 good. Everyone is clear. Very good. Now, what will be the treatment that I have already made you explain in the understanding? Now, you may write down some important points with you, which will explain, which will improve your more knowledge. So, first of all, you people have to understand that if any item is given in trial balance, चलो, good. देखो, you must have to write it in your copies because this is the last time someone is going to explain you. In future, you will have to prove it that you know it. So due to that reason, whenever you have any doubt, whenever you're going to prepare financial statements, you may see it once again. Okay. मैंने सिंपल बताया है बेटा, हिंदी में आप जैसे पूछ रहे हो कि देखो जो चीज ट्रायल बैलेंस में गिवन है उसको तो हम लोग ये मान के चलते हैं कि उसको ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्ड कर लिया गया है. जैसे सैलरी दी हुई है ट्रायल बैलेंस में तो उसका मतलब है सैलरी अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैंक एंट्री डल चुकी है. तो उसमें से जो सैलरी है वो आपको नजर आ रही है, बैंक नजर नहीं आ रहा. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम सैलरी को प्रॉफिट लॉस में डाल देते हैं, दैट्स इट. बैंक का हम कुछ नहीं करते बिकॉज बैंक का इम्पैक्ट वो ऑलरेडी हो चुका होता है. सैलरी का इम्पैक्ट हमने करना होता है, हम डाल देते हैं, क्लोज कर देते हैं. और जो एडजस्टमेंट में है उसका मतलब है वो अभी तक रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं किया गया. तो जब हम किसी भी ट्रांजेक्शन को किताबों में लेके आते हैं, बुक्स में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, उसके ड्यूअल एस्पेक्ट्स होते हैं. सबको पता है एक डेबिट होता है, क्रेडिट होता है, डबल एंट्री सिस्टम है. तो हमने उसके दोनों इम्पैक्ट डालने हैं, इसलिए वो दो जगह पे जाती है. पहले तो ये मीनिंग क्लियर होना चाहिए. दूसरा क्या है, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द सेकंड कंसेप्ट कि वी हैव टू वट एवर इज गिवन इन ट्रायल बैलेंस इट विल बी क्लोज्ड. इसे क्लोज करना है. इट नीड टू बी क्लोज्ड. सो फॉर दैट अंडरस्टैंड दैट ऑल एक्सपेंसेस will have debit balance and goes to profit loss debit side. All incomes will have credit balance, goes to profit loss credit side. All assets have debit balance, goes to balance sheet asset side. All liabilities have credit balance, goes to balance sheet liability side, beta. Now expenses may include loss also. Incomes may include gains also. Liabilities may include provisions also. Okay. So if any item is given in trial balance, then it will have single impact and it will go accordingly. That is very much clear to you. But just tell me one thing. What is your expense? Expense is whatever is due and paid by us. Whatever is due and paid by us. Whether paid or not, that is not compulsory. If any amount is due, whether paid or not, if any amount is due during the year and it is relating to our routine features, then it is an expense. We know it very well. Revenue expense, capital expenses, we know each and everything. Okay. So the problem is when there is a interest, this is a, if it is an interest paid, this is what, this is an expense. When it is outstanding interest, then it is liability. If interest received is there, then it is a income. If interest accrued is there, then it is a asset. If prepaid interest is there, this is a asset. If pre-received interest is there, this is a liability. So this is very simple. If these items are given in trial balance, then you people are very much clear. Remaining long-term assets, short-term asset, we know it very well. Name of the assets we know that we knows very well. Liabilities we know very well. Okay. So this is very simple. Now, when we come to the point of adjustments, then what type of adjustments comes to us? Now, in that, we normally understand that if interest, outstanding interest is given to us, if outstanding interest is given to us in adjustments, then what will be the treatment? What will be the treatment of outstanding interest if given in adjustments? Please send me the adjustment. क्या impact होगा इसका? क्या करोगे? How to treat it? Outstanding interest given in adjustment. Fast. What it is and how it will be done. Do it fast. Waiting for your answers. Also note down whatever is written here. You must have to note it down if you need it. Mohammad Sohail, Anmol Patwa. ओके, चलो मैं किसी का नाम लेके नहीं बता रहा कि गलत है या सही है, बट 50% ने गलत आंसर दिया है और लगभग 50% ने सही आंसर दिया है. So this is a basic problem why we are not able to clear this CA course in our first attempt, because we people have some technical problems in our knowledge. So Aparna Mishra, very good, very good, very good. देखो, you may analyze yourself. I would like to tell you, if outstanding interest is given in adjustment, what it is? By nature, it's a liability, but it is not yet generalized. So when it will be generalized, when it will be recorded, its entry will be there, and the entry is very simple: interest account debit to outstanding interest. In that way, what will happen? This interest account is debited. So in profit or loss account, we have to show it because it is also an expense. It's an expense as well as a liability. It's not our liability, it's an expense and liability both. If it is given in trial balance, outstanding interest given in trial balance, then it is a liability, goes to balance sheet liability side only because it has already been generalized. It has already been recorded in our books of accounts. If any transaction is already recorded in our books of accounts, then it have already made the second impact. So we have to just post it, we have to just close that account. So in that case, we are closing the books of accounts, nothing else. But here, if you will see, it is not yet recorded in the books of accounts. So that means for it is first recorded. So when it will be recorded, the entry will be interest account debit to outstanding interest. So it will go at two places. It will go to balance sheet liability side. It will go to profit loss debit side. If there is some interest account already appearing in trial balance, then it will be automatically added in that and shown in profit or loss account. If there is no such account, then this account will be directly shown in the profit or loss. Now tell me, is that clear to everyone? Why it is done? Very simple. Like salary outstanding given in adjustment, rupees 50,000, and salary outstanding given in trial balance, given in trial balance 50,000. What is the difference? Difference is very simple. Outstanding salary given in adjustment, that means for it is not yet recorded in the books of accounts. If any salary is given in trial balance, assume there is a 2 lakh rupees salary given in trial balance. That means for salary paid is 2 lakh, 50,000 is not yet due. 50,000 is due but not paid. So total salary should be shown in profit or loss account 2 lakh 50,000. And this 50,000 will also go to balance sheet because it is not yet paid. So it's our liability. Because it is outstanding, that means for it is not yet paid. But if it is given in trial balance, that means for, in that case, salary given in trial balance will be 2 lakh 50,000. Already 50,000 has been added. And in adjustment, then in that case, salary outstanding, which is shown in trial balance, rupees 50,000, is already included in it. So we need not to include it. So this will go to liability side only. And this will go to profit loss account only. Meaning thereby, I would like to explain you in Hindi also. देखो बड़ा सिंपल है कि अगर 50 मेरी सैलरी है 2,50,000 रुपीज, मेरी सैलरी है मान लो 2,50,000 रुपीज। अब उसमें से मुझे उन्होंने 2 लाख रुपीज पे कर दिए, 50,000 आउटस्टैंडिंग है। तो मुझे जो उन्होंने 2 लाख पे किए उसकी एंट्री डाल दी, सैलरी अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैंक। तो वो जो पेमेंट कर दी उसकी वजह से मेरे ट्रायल बैलेंस में ये 2 लाख रुपीज अपेयर हो जाएंगे। 50,000 रुपीज उन्होंने पे नहीं किए, भूल गए देना। 31 मार्च की ट्रायल बैलेंस बंद हो गया, क्लोज हो गया। अब मुझे याद आया, ओहो हो, मैंने तो 50,000 पे ही नहीं करे, वो रह गए यार, व्हाट टू डू। अब मैंने फिर उसके लिए एक कंसेप्ट बनाया, मैंने उसे एडजस्टमेंट में दे दिया। अब जब एडजस्टमेंट में दिया तो मेरा खर्चा जो है, मेरे एक्सपेंसेस जो 2 लाख नहीं है, मेरे एक्सपेंसेस तो 2,50,000 है। तो मुझे 50,000 रुपीज अपनी सैलरी को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा बिकॉज प्रॉफिट लॉस का रूल क्या है, मर्केंटाइल सिस्टम है। वो कहता है ड्यू बेसिस पे एंट्रीज डलती हैं। तो ड्यू बेसिस का मतलब होता है जितना टोटल सैलरी है वो डालना पड़ेगा। तो मैंने 2,50,000 रुपीज की सैलरी डाल दी उसमें, 2,50,000 रुपए की। तो 2,50,000 मैंने उसमें सैलरी डाल दी अपनी, 50,000 रुपया इंक्रीज कर दिया, उसमें ऐड कर दिया। बट ये मैंने पे नहीं करा। तो पे नहीं किया तो वो क्या, लाइबिलिटी है। तो जो लाइबिलिटी है वो बैलेंस शीट में भी जाएगी, तो इसलिए बैलेंस शीट में चली गई। ये तो हो गया विजन अगर ये एडजस्टमेंट में गिवन है। अगर ये ट्रायल बैलेंस में गिवन है तो बड़ा सिंपल है। अगर ये ट्रायल बैलेंस में गिवन है, इसका मतलब मुझे 31 मार्च को याद आ गया, जब मैंने ट्रायल बैलेंस क्लोज करना था उससे पहले ही मुझे ध्यान आ गया कि मेरी सैलरी 2,50,000 है। तो मैंने तो 2 लाख डाली हुई है किताबों में, तो 50,000 रुपीज की और एंट्री डालनी है। मैंने एंट्री डाल दी। जब मैंने एंट्री डाली तो मैंने ये एंट्री डाल दी, सैलरी अकाउंट डेबिट टू आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरी। तो जब मैंने ये एंट्री डाली तो उससे क्या हुआ, 50,000 रुपीज से मेरी सैलरी ऑटोमेटिकली ये वाली इंक्रीज हो गई जो ट्रायल बैलेंस में है। ऑटोमेटिकली वो 250 हो चुकी है, मैंने नहीं करा, मैं अब नहीं कर रहा, एडजस्टमेंट में नहीं है तो पहले ही हो चुकी है। और जो 50,000 रुपीज आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरी है अकाउंट, वो ऑटोमेटिकली ट्रायल बैलेंस के अंदर ही आ गया, क्योंकि उसको स्पेस मिल गया, उसको क्रेडिट कर दिया, वो किताबों में अपेयर हो गया। तो 50,000 पैसे मैंने अपनी बुक्स में सैलरी आउटस्टैंडिंग शो कर दिया। तो अब मैंने तो सिर्फ उसको प्रेजेंट करना है। तो मुझे ऊपर वाला रूल याद आ गया कि भैया आउटस्टैंडिंग इन कोई भी एक्सपेंस है तो वो कहाँ जाएगा, लाइबिलिटी साइड में। आउटस्टैंडिंग एक्सपेंसेस वो लाइबिलिटी है मेरी, तो मैंने उसे लाइबिलिटी साइड में ले गया, सिंगल इम्पैक्ट डाल दिया। कोई भी एक्सपेंस पे किया है मैंने तो वो मेरा सिंपल है, वो प्रॉफिट लॉस में जाता है, वो एक्सपेंस होता है, तो मैं उसे प्रॉफिट लॉस में ले गया। ओके, क्योंकि वो तो सैलरी है 2,50,000 की, और ये बैलेंस शीट में चला गया। कोई भी इनकम है जो मुझे रिसीव हो गई हुई है या ड्यू हो गई है, रिसीव्ड और नॉट, दैट इज नॉट ए इशू, तो वो सारी कहाँ जाएगी, प्रॉफिट लॉस में, क्रेडिट साइड में। लेकिन जिसके साथ लिख दिया मैंने ड्यू, दैट मीन्स फॉर, इसमें तो सारी जाती है, रिसीव्ड और नॉट रिसीव्ड, ड्यू ड्यूरिंग द ईयर सारी इसमें जाती है, बट उसके साथ जब वर्ड ड्यू आ जाता है तो उसका मतलब होता है ये एसेट बन गया, क्योंकि हमारे जनरलाइजेशन का तरीका ही है, ये नीचे दिया है मैंने। सर वी हैव लॉट ऑफ नॉन कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट्स एंड दे आर न्यू टू अकाउंटेंसी, दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम बेटा। प्लीज एक्सप्लेन डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन एंड डेप्रिसिएशन। आई वुड लाइक टू clear all the adjustments today. I think today's lecture will be more on adjustment so that you will be able to understand every adjustment. Okay. So I think outstanding expense adjustment is clear to everyone. Just tell me. This is the adjustment for outstanding expenses. Any doubt to anyone? We will kept in Sunday account credit. Okay. What it means for? Sir 50,000 we will kept in Sunday account. I don't know what you want to say. Salary account, credit side. Okay. ओके ओके, संडे लिख दिया। संडे मत कहो, आज संडे नहीं है, ऐसी बातें ना किया करो। आजकल तो आपका और मेरा दोनों का संडे नहीं है, हम सभी को संडे को भी काम करना है, आपको और मुझे दोनों को, है ना। सो संडे तो ना कहा करो, संडे सुनने में अच्छा नहीं लगता आजकल। नो डाउट सर, क्लियर, गुड। नो सर, ओके। नो सर मीनिंग नेहा, इज दैट क्लियर और नो? चलो, वेरी सिंपल। नाउ इन द सेम वे देयर इज अ प्रीपेड सैलरी गिवन इन एडजस्टमेंट, गिवन इन ट्रायल बैलेंस, given an adjustment, very simple, everyone knows it, that we have to pass an entry for that prepaid salary debit to salary. Due to that reason, this will go in asset side, and this will go deduction in expenses. So it will be deducted from salary in profit loss account, and it will also be debited to asset account, because prepaid salary will go to asset side. If it is given in adjustment, then prepaid salary, as it is a asset by nature, it will go to asset side of balance sheet. In the same way, accrued interest is there, accrued income we can say. If accrued income is given in adjustment, the concept is same. So it will be recorded as accrued income debit, an asset to income account. So it will go to profit loss credit side as a income. If it is given in trial balance, then it will be an asset only, hence goes to balance sheet, because accrued interest by nature is an asset. It is already generalized. Accrued income is our asset. It has already been generalized, so there is no problem. Prepaid salary to bank not entered. Why? Prepaid salary to salary is an entry. Why? Reason. When salary is prepaid, then what will happen? Then it will automatically comes to trial balance if it has been paid. But when he says that there is a prepaid salary of rupees 10,000, then what will happen? I think I need to clear this also, because a person has sent a doubt to me. This is clear. It will go to how it will be treated in trial balance, because in that case it has already been generalized. Because in that case we have passed an entry prepaid salary to bank. But here why this entry is passed? Because he says that we have paid salary in advance, which is not yet adjusted above. So what he has done, he has wrongly, it is not mentioned in adjustment, but what he has done, he has wrongly entered it as salary to bank. Because in that case, bank is okay. Because he has not mentioned it. What happens, I would like to let you clear. I am paying salaries to my staff. Okay. So a person come to me, give me the salary, sir. I am paying him 50,000 rupees. Maan lo, I am paying to everyone. So I am paying them, paying them, paying them. Now what will happen? Accountant is confused. He's passing an entry in routine. Now a person comes to get the advance. We have passed it wrongly in salary account. It should be passed in prepaid salary account, but he has wrongly passed it. Now it will not be mentioned when it will come in adjustment. So due to that reason, whenever prepaid salary comes to you in adjustment, he will not write it prepaid salary not entered. He will write prepaid salary worth rupees 50,000. That's it. That means for already an entry is passed, salary account debit to bank, which is a wrong entry. So what do you have to do? Actual entry should be prepaid salary to cash, prepaid salary to bank. This should be the correct entry. But what he has done, he has passed the entry salary to bank. So you have to rectify that. Bank is okay. So how to rectify it? We will prepaid salary account debited because it is required to be debited. Salary account is wrongly debited, so it will be credited. So it will be credited to reverse it. So this happens whenever there is a payment which has already been given. And this is the natural thing, that payment has already been given. And this has already been recorded, beta. Is that clear? So we people have to let it be very much clear. Note it down. So due to that reason, we are not passing prepaid salary to bank. Okay. Now, whenever there is a pre-received income, then same problem arise. In pre-received income, what is the actual entry which is to be passed, which has already been passed while preparing trial balance? Bank account debit to income. So this has already been passed, already done. So bank is already adjusted, income is shown in credit side. So this income will be there. But if it is a pre-received income, then it will be created as pre-received income. Okay. If it is a pre-received income, then in that case, what will be there? If there is a pre-received income, it's our liability. So it will go to liability side. So if it is given in trial balance, then it means for this is our liability. But normally what happens whenever income is received, we normally pass an entry bank account debit to income. So he wrongly passed an entry bank account debit to income, but it should be passed as bank account debit to pre-received income. So due to that reason, this will come to you as an adjustment, that there is an adjustment of pre-received income beta. आपको एक एडजस्टमेंट आ जाती है कि प्री रिसीव्ड इनकम है जी हमारे पास 10,000 रुपए की, उसका मतलब क्या है कि उसने गलती से उसे इनकम के रूप में डाला हुआ है, तो हमने उसको ठीक करना है. सो right entry is bank to pre received income. We have wrongly passed bank to income. We will rectify it. Income account debit to pre received income. By this way, what will happen? This income account which has been debited, it will be reduced from income in profit or loss account because it has wrongly been credited earlier. So now it is debited. So your income has already been increased. So that is to be reduced because this is not our income. Just assume my income is 10,000 rupees per month rent. I am receiving rent of rupees 10,000 rupees from my tenant. Now what happened? Tenant has paid me the rent for 12 months plus he have paid me the rent for 2 months extra. That is in advance. So I received rent of rupees 14 months and enter it 1,40,000. Actually, this has happened because at that time when rent is received, we are passing an entry bank to rent, bank to rent, bank to rent. That's it, and he has passed it और उसने डाल दी. Now what will happen? We come to know, oh, this has wrongly been done. Extra rent of rupees 2 months has been received because we know it very well. Actually, this is done by a chartered accountant normally. Accountant has no mind of that sense that he could come to know what is pre-received, what is prepaid. There are level of accountants in the market. First level of accountants are there. They know only how to prepare bills. They are just making bills. That's it. These people are sitting in the showrooms, in the shops, in the trading units. They are just making bills. They know how to prepare sale bills. That's it. Next level of accountant is there, those who know how to pass journal entries also, because these may be non-commerce, these may be commerce, but they doesn't have any practical knowledge. Even you people doesn't have a practical knowledge, sorry to say, but you doesn't know how to prepare bills. Even in on any software, you people are unable to prepare bills, you are unable to finalize balance sheet, you are unable to prepare proper books. I would like to challenge you, but this is a problem. I'm not going to discuss that. I'm just telling you this is a second level of accountants in the market. What these people are doing, these are people are able to pass journal entries. So these people are passing entry of purchase, sale, and banking. So these people are passing entry that said bank to income, bank to income, bank to income, expense to cash, expense to bank, expense to cash, expense to bank. These people are fast. They're very fast in they're running softwares. That's it. This is a second level of accountant. Then there is a third level of accountant in the market who are going on occasional basis, or these accountants data comes to chartered accountants office where all adjustments are made, all finalization is done, where expenses are planned and entered, or expenses are already entered by the junior accountant, and then they will finalize each and everything. They are making adjustments. So this is called finalization of balance sheet. At that time, you use your mind. You will ask them, what is your rent paid by you every month? He tell me that my I am paying rent of rupees 20,000 per month. Okay, then I'll check it out. Then it should be 2,40,000 in the trial balance. But in trial balance, 2,30,000 appears. So I'll check the I'll check the account properly. In that account, I will check it out that where less rent is paid. So I come to analyze that 10,000 rupees has not been paid in a month because there may be any reason. So I would like to analyze from them that why this 10,000 is paid less. He will tell me the reason. If it meant for that this rent is wrongly not paid, or tenant or the landlord is demanding the rent, we have to pay it later on, then it meant for this is outstanding 10,000 rupees. So that we are writing here in adjustments beta. My income is there. I'm getting income of rupees 10,000 per month from somewhere. First of all, I will ask them, what is the salary? What is the expense, I would like to ask each and everything from the owner because owner knows it, that this is my actual expense. I would like to ask from him, and he will give me the explanation. This is my rent, this is my income, this is my expense, this is. So I would like to calculate it and check each and every account. Wherever there is an error, this is my duty to analyze it, and whatever is not done, that I would like to write in adjustments. So I will frame the adjustment. A chartered accountant is framing the adjustments, and that adjustments he will have to make, he will have to adjust in the books of accounts. Beta, this is the real thing. So the trial balance prepared by the accountant is just a time pass trial balance. We people have to finalize the trial balance. We people have to finalize the balance sheet. So for that purpose, we know each and everything because this is your duty. First of all, you should have the understanding of whatever the accountant has done also. Because if you doesn't know how accounts are prepared by the accountants, then how you would like to write rectify it. So you people should have the knowledge of that also. But sorry to say, we we have not knowledge of that. But in our studies, practically balance sheet finalization is there. So I would like to give you that knowledge also. Okay. So in this way, we are doing it. So what would be the adjustment question for the prepaid salary? Ajay Chauhan, second level. Very good. Sir, what would be the adjustment question for that prepaid salary? Normally, it comes as prepaid salary because you must have to understand this thing, that these people who are preparing these books or who are preparing these questions are not framing themselves. These are copy paste from somewhere else, and these are prepared by some such person who are even not the chartered accountants or not the accountant also. They are just you may say writing books. So मत पूछो कि क्वेश्चन कैसे आते हैं एग्जाम में। वो कोई आपकी प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज को कभी कभार टेस्ट करने के लिए कोई अच्छा क्वेश्चन बन जाता है, नहीं तो लिख के सिंपल आता है बेटा प्रीपेड सैलरी 10,000। अब वो क्यों है, ये उनको भी नहीं पता और आपको भी नहीं पता। आप लोग क्या करते हो, आप सिंपली अगर ये एडजस्टमेंट में गिवन है तो हमने तो रट्टा लगाया हुआ है। हमने क्या करना है कि इसको दो पार्ट्स में ले जाना है। एक तो इसे प्रॉफिट लॉस में ले जाना है, वहां सैलरी में से जाके माइनस कर देना है हमने। और दूसरा क्या करना है, बैलेंस शीट में जाना है, वहां एसेट में शो कर देना है, छुट्टी, अपना काम खत्म है। अगर प्रीपेड सैलरी मेरे पास आ गई ट्रायल बैलेंस में, तो मेरा काम बड़ा सिंपल है कि मुझे बैलेंस शीट में जाना है, इसे एसेट साइड में डालना है, और मेरा काम खत्म हो गया, छुट्टी। अभी के लिए इतना ही है, बट ये क्यों है मैं वो बता रहा था पहले आपको। क्लियर है? इफ प्री रिसीव्ड इनकम इज गिवन, वो भी मैंने बता दिया ऑलरेडी, आई हैव मेंशन यू। बट नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स chartered accountant is framing questions for you in your exams. At that time, they people will test your knowledge by this way. And normally, in that case, the result of ICA is very poor because at that time, students are not able to give the answer. Like this is the question, whatever I am giving you, that salary of rupees 20,000 per month is salary of rupees 20,000 per month. That's it. This is writing written in adjustment. Okay. Now, what is your duty to check? You will like to go and check in trial balance that actual amount is given to you. This is rupees 2 lakh. Now you would like to check it out. Why it has happened? It means for actual payment is only rupees 2 lakh. What's your duty? Your duty is to check that how much should be the actual salary. Actual salary is 2 lakh 40,000. Out of that, 2 lakh is paid because it is given in trial balance. Whatever is given in trial balance, that means for this is paid. So that means for 2 lakh is paid. So remaining 40,000 is what? This is outstanding salary. So this is outstanding. Now you have your adjustment part starts. What you have to do? You would like to add it in the profit or loss account in this 2 lakh rupees. So in profit or loss account, you will show 2 lakh 40,000. 2 lakh, this one, plus 40,000, this one, outstanding. Simultaneously, you will show it in liability side, 40,000 rupees. Because this is your liability. This type of question may come to you in the exam because now your level of knowledge is this one. आपको ये चीज करनी पड़ेगी। So this type of questions comes to you in the exam, or even number of times he is going to some do something more also. What he is doing? He says outstanding rent at beginning, last year rent, last year outstanding rent, like this he is giving. Last year outstanding rent was 20,000. Rent is 20,000 per month. Okay. Now rent in trial balance is given 2 lakh 20,000. Now tell me how much rent will be shown, how much rent will be shown in profit or loss account, how much outstanding rent or prepaid rent will be shown in balance sheet. You have to solve it. Solve it. How much rent will be there in profit or loss account? This will come as a question in your exam. I would like to show you. कुछ ना कुछ ये ऐसा क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आ जाता है. फास्ट. रामा देवी, डू इट अगेन. नॉट करेक्ट. नेहा गल रॉन्ग. अनमोल बेटा, अनमोल बेटा सही है हमारा. अनमोल बेटा सही है. प्रिंस रॉन्ग. शगुफ्ता partially right because you have not given full answer, because I have asked two questions. Vidhate, you're correct partially, but remaining I doesn't know. Remaining answer, please tell me. Savroop, it's wrong. Malavika, wrong. Somesh, wrong. Vaishali, wrong. Avantika, good morning, beta. Ram Jha, okay. Swati, okay, partially right because full answer is not given. Nagarju, wrong. Kalsi, wrong. Tehseen, don't know because आई एम लुकिंग इट रॉन्ग. मुझे लगता है आपने लिखा गलत है. मे बी यू हैव रिटन रॉन्गली. तो शीन, बट मे बी यू आर करेक्ट. यू मे राइट इट, चेक इट आउट वट एवर यू हैव रिटन. रितु राइट. शगुफ्ता ओके, डन, गुड गुड. तनु रॉन्ग. मनोहर यादव राइट, पार्शली राइट. स्वाति रॉन्ग. दीपक रॉन्ग. अभिषेक रॉन्ग. सोबिन रॉन्ग. अपर्णा, बहुत लंबा लिखा हुआ, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू रीड इट. रामा देवी राइट. So I think all have given me the answer. What is the right answer? Before that, I would like to let you understand how it is to be done. Your mind will tell you the answer. First answer, whatever is given in profit or loss account, will be very simple. As per my general knowledge, if rent per month is 20,000 per month, I know it very well. What meant for profit or loss account? Our mercantile system is there. Whatever is due during the year, either paid, oblique, received or not, will be entered. कुछ भी जो साल का खर्चा है हमारे, वो हमें पी एंड एल अकाउंट में डालना होता है। जो इस साल का खर्चा है, करंट ईयर के एक्सपेंसेस एंड इनकम ऑफ करंट ईयर विल बी एंटर्ड इन प्रॉफिट लॉस अकाउंट वेदर पेड और नॉट, वेदर रिसीव्ड और नॉट। वेरी सिंपल, वेरी वेरी सिंपल। डोंट कंफ्यूज इट। Any expense or income due during the year, whether paid or not, whether received or not, will be entered in the profit or loss account. This is the rule of profit or loss account, nothing else. So that means for rent to be entered in profit or loss account will always be 20,000 per month into 12. So it will be 2,40,000 beta. There must not be any problem. Now I seen that actual payment is only 2,20,000. Rent given in trial balance is 2,20,000. Now I seen that there is a outstanding rent of last year also. So first of all, obviously last year rent was paid. Due to that reason, this will include rent of last year also in itself. So minus rent of last year. So rent of last year is 20,000, which is already included in it. This is to be deducted. So actual rent paid for the current year, rent paid for current year is rupees 2 lakh only. Now, actual rent to be paid is 2 lakh 40,000. This is due during the year. During the year. So, this is the current year rent. It should be, so current year due is 2 lakh 40,000. So, 40,000 is what? This is outstanding rent. Current year. This is current year outstanding rent. That means for while showing in profit loss account, adjustment will be like that 2 lakh 20,000 minus outstanding at beginning. This we have done in NPO also, non-profit organizations also. So this is 2 lakh plus outstanding at end 40,000. So it is 2 lakh 40,000, which will be shown in profit or loss account. Two lakh 40,000. So this will go to P&L account, debit side. Simultaneously in balance sheet, we will show in liability side only current year outstanding is shown at the in the profit or loss in the balance sheet because last year was already paid, so that is not required to be shown because that will be shown in the last year balance sheet. So in current year balance sheet we have to show liability of rupees outstanding rent of rupees 40,000 only in liability side. So the right answer is profit or loss account 2 lakh 40,000 beta and balance sheet 40,000. So this should be the right answer. Note it down. Note it down. Shabash. Same exclamation is given by you. Very good, very good. I have already mentioned you that those who are right, I have already mentioned these are right, these are wrong. Okay. So those who was wrong may note it down. Those who are right may enjoy and have a party. ठीक है ना बेटा? आप लोग सही हो तो अच्छी बात है, यही तो टेस्टिंग है आपकी कि आप सही हो तो अच्छी बात है। वेरी गुड, शाबाश। नोट इट डाउन। फास्ट, नोट इट डाउन। इफ इट इज डन, कोई रहता है, इफ एनी वन हैज नॉट नोटेड डाउन प्लीज सेंड मी, अदरवाइज आई एम गोइंग टू गो फॉरवर्ड। कुछ रह गया किसी का? एनी वन नीड टाइम टू नोट इट डाउन और इट्स डन? बताओ अभी। जिसका नहीं हुआ वो बता दो बस। जिसका हो गया कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, किसी का रहता है तो मैं रुक जाता हूँ। नोटेड डन नहीं, नहीं नोटेड वालों की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, नोटेड तो काफी निकलाएंगे। नोटेड हो जाए, कोई कोई रह गया पेंडिंग तो बता दो, अदरवाइज आई में प्रोसीड। आई एम गिविंग यू जस्ट 10 seconds। इफ एनी वन इज नोट डन, मुझे बता दो एक बार। जस्ट सेंड मी पेंडिंग, है ना, पेंडिंग, सो दैट आई में वेट। वेट करेंगे, चलें, आप बताओ। समवन आर सेइंग दैट उनका पेंडिंग है, तो आई एम वेटिंग फॉर दोज टू डन। वंस इट इज डन प्लीज सेंड मी। कोमल, अगर आपका हो जाता है तो बता देना भाई। कोमल, आई एम वेटिंग फॉर यू। whenever it is done please tell me। अवंतिका, प्लीज एक्सप्लेन अगेन। ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम बेटा अवंतिका। Very simple, that it has been clearly mentioned that last year rent was 20,000. Okay, 20,000 per month is the rent. If it is not yet clear, I would like to suggest you, uh, just wait. Mm, you may do one thing na, you may have to clear your basics beta। there are some problems in your basics। Hmm, आप अपने बेसिक्स ना यहाँ से जाके क्लियर करो, ये देखो, आपको मैं बता देता हूँ। और वन मोर थिंग इज देयर, यू मे इवन क्लियर योर बेसिक्स फ्रॉम योर, इसमें से भी कर सकते हो। और आप, हाँ, और यू मे रिव्यू द बेसिक्स फ्रॉम योर +1 बुक्स आल्सो। +1 बुक आप ले लो, उसमें से थोड़ा बेसिक्स को क्लियर करो, आपके बेसिक्स में दिक्कत है बेटा। तो जिसको भी क्लियर नहीं हुआ ना, वो थोड़ा बेसिक्स को क्लियर करो। मुझे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आई वुड लाइक टू एक्सप्लेन इट वंस अगेन, दैट देयर इज अ रेंट ऑफ ₹20,000 per month। It should be 20,000 into 12, it's 2,40,000। वेरी सिंपल टू बी डन, है ना। तो दिस इज ड्यू ड्यूरिंग द ईयर। Out of that, 20,000 is last year rent which is deducted, because last year rent is not allowed to be entered in the profit and loss account balance sheet, because this has already been entered last year. So in current year, only current year expenses or incomes are entered, so due to that reason it has been deducted. So 2,40,000 is the total rent which is due. Out of that, 40,000 is outstanding because 2 lakh is there. So accordingly I have done 20,000 already shown in trial balance. So next year why add 40,000? 20,000 was last year outstanding rent. This is not shown in trial balance. If it is shown in trial balance, obviously that means for it has been paid in current year. What happens if there is a outstanding rent of last year, then it is brought down in the next year. And when it is paid, an entry is passed outstanding rent account debit to cash. That's it. But he has not passed it entry. Due to that reason, there is a problem, beta. 20,000 already shown in trial balance. This is given in adjustment, you may assume, beta. It may be given in adjustment or in trial balance also. If it is given in trial balance, even then the treatment will remain same. Because when he has paid outstanding rent, then he should have to close this account, because outstanding rent, when it is paid in the next year, what happens? Outstanding rent is a liability. Okay. Normally what happens? We are passing an entry, rent account debit to outstanding rent beta. Okay. This is passed at the end of the year. In the beginning of next year, we are passing another entry, outstanding rent account debit to rent account. So this is a problem. If this entry is not passed, then there is a problem. If the rent is paid and this entry is passed, then there is no issue at all. This is need to be reversed in the next year. Whatever is there, how it is reversed, maybe you people know or not, I would like to tell you. Closing entry is there. Whenever we are closing our books of accounts, there is an entry assets account debit. This is like चलो इट विल बी टू मच है ना, ज्यादा हो जाएगा। बहुत कुछ आ जाएगा नया। चलो यहाँ तक बहुत है मुझे लगता है। सेम टाइप ऑफ कंपटीशन एडवांस ईयर्स, सैलरी इन फ्री प्रीवियस ईयर्स, एग्जैक्टली बेटा। मुझे लगता है यहाँ तक सफिशिएंट है, आगे जाएंगे तो बहुत निकलता जाएगा, बिकॉज इट विल नेवर कम टू एन एंड। लेट्स गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट एडजस्टमेंट्स। नेक्स्ट एडजस्टमेंट इज रिगार्डिंग योर, this is just like same type of adjustment will there be in prepaid expenses, like this prepaid salary rupees at the beginning is rupees 20,000. Now salary given in trial balance is rupees 1,40,000. Now he says salary per month is equal to 15,000 or even 10,000. Chalo. Salary per month is 10,000. So tell me how much will be shown in profit or loss account and how much will be shown in balance sheet. First, last point for prepaid and accrued or outstanding. After then we will go for the next points. Okay. So the bank we do rent, debit charges, account profit loss and credit in saving account every month. Beta saving account is not allowed to be. There is a current account beta. Business में current account होता है. There is no saving account in the business. Okay. आप एनआरओ से हो, मैंने इसलिए हिंदी में बता दिया है भैया। देर इज नो सेविंग अकाउंट टू बी एडजस्टेड बिकॉज देर इज अ करंट अकाउंट। ओके। If outstanding last year rent is given in trial balance, then if outstanding last year rent is given in trial balance, even then the same type of adjustment will be there, whatever we have done in this case. Prince comes first with the right answer. Very good, shabash. I would like to get the answer, right answer from others also. सभी लोग आंसर भेजेंगे और फटाफट भेजेंगे। डू इट फास्ट। सही चल रहा है। फास्ट फास्ट, डू इट फास्ट। Very good, very good, very good to all, because now you people are correct. Very good, shabash. Salary is 10,000 per month. That means for it will be 1,20,000 to be shown in profit loss account. Very good, correct. Then balance sheet, it will be for balance sheet you have to check that salary 1,40,000 minus, or you may say add prepaid salary, because this salary was paid in last year for the current year. So last year we have paid salary for the current year worth rupees 20,000. So that means for 1,60,000 is total payment for the current year. But actually, actual salary was 10,000 into 12. So 1,20,000 is for current year. Remaining 40,000 is a prepaid salary. This will be shown in balance sheet asset side. And this 1,20,000 will go to Profit and loss account. Very correct. All students have given the right answer. Very good. Congratulations. One or two were given wrong answer. They must be rectified. Very simple that 10,000 per month is the rent, is the salary. So it will be 1,20,000, 1,20,000 बनता है ना बेटा साल का, इससे ज्यादा तो बनता ही नहीं है। तो वो डालना चाहिए पीएनएल में। पीएनएल को कोई मतलब नहीं होता पे किया नहीं पे किया, डजंट मैटर बेटा। बेटा हमें तो वो डालना है जो हमने पे कर दिया, दैट्स इट। हमने जो ड्यू कर दिया करंट ईयर में, दैट्स इट। तो करंट ईयर का ड्यू तो 1,20,000 ही बनता है ना, इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है। और उसके बाद बात अलग है कि आपने पे कितना किया। पे तो मैंने कर दिया 140, पहले पे कर दिया 140, मैंने इस साल में पे कर दिया 20, मैंने पिछले साल भी पे कर दिया। पिछले साल अगर प्रीपेड सैलरी है तो उसका मतलब क्या है कि लास्ट ईयर में इस साल का पे कर दिया। गलत बात है, नहीं पे करना चाहिए था। तो अगर आपने पे कर दिया है तो लास्ट ईयर वाला एक्सपेंस अगर करंट ईयर वाला एक्सपेंस अगर लास्ट ईयर में पे कर दिया तो उसको एडअप कर दो कि टोटल इस साल के लिए कितना पे कर दिया। 140 इस साल में पे कर दिया, 20 लास्ट ईयर में पे कर दिया, तो 160 हो गया ना। 160 पे कर दिया आपने। तो 160 में से हमारा 120 तो बनता है रेंट, एक्चुअल पेमेंट जो हमने करनी थी। बाकी जो 40,000 है वो क्या है, वो आउटस्टैंड, वो प्री पेड है, वो हमने जल्दी पे कर दिया। सो वो करंट ईयर का एसेट बन गया। डन। वेरी गुड, शाबाश। सो दिस टाइप ऑफ पॉइंट्स normally hit a student in the exams. Coming to taxation topic. Taxation topic is very interesting. This is provision for taxation in case of companies. Okay, so let's understand this one. If provision for taxation is given in adjustment, then it means for it is yet to be recorded. If it is yet to be recorded, the entry is very simple. Everyone knows it. Profit or loss account debit to provision for taxation. Because he says create a provision of rupees this much. So what we will do? We will debit P&L account, that meant for it will go to profit or loss account debit side. Simultaneously, it has been created, a new provision is created, so it will go to current assets, current liabilities, sorry, in balance sheet. But if the same thing is given in trial balance, if this is given in trial balance, then what will happen? Then we know it very well. This is not a provision for taxation to be created. This has already been created whenever we doesn't know. So this is a simple provision. So in that way, it will be assumed as current liability and goes to balance sheet. That's it. Single treatment. We'll come to your problem also, Prince. Just wait. Remind me after this adjustment. We will come to that. Now, in this, having any doubt till now? Number of times we come to know that there is a provision for taxation given in trial balance, also given in adjustment, also income tax paid given in trial balance. So three things are given to us. Provision for taxation is given in trial balance. It is given in adjustment. Income tax paid is also given. And one more thing is number of times given, that is provision for taxation. That's it. इतना ही होगा चलो. So this type of question comes to us. What you have to do? Like if there is an example, then if provision for taxation is given in trial balance worth rupees 50,000. In adjustments, it is given worth rupees 3,20,000. Income tax paid is also given in trial balance worth rupees 4 lakhs. So what to do? In that case, we will prepare provision for taxation account. Very simple to prepare. What we have to do in this, we will have to just make first of all what it meant for. Whatever is given in trial balance, that means for it's the opening balance. Note it down with you. Whatever is given in trial balance, if provision for taxation is given in trial balance, that means for its opening balance, beta. So what we have to do? If there is a opening balance given to you, that will be obviously by balance brought down because it is a liability. So 50,000 will be brought down. This is a provision for taxation created last year, carried forward to the next year. Okay. Then whatever is given in adjustment, that means for this is the provision to be created for the current year. To be created for current year. This is the current year provision. Whatever is given in adjustment. Whenever provision for taxation is given in adjustment, that means for you have to create it. What is the entry for creating a provision? Profit or loss account debit to provision for taxation. So by profit or loss account, 3,20,000. Then to bank, whatever is paid during the year. He says income tax paid. That means for this the payment made by you. If any income tax is paid, at that time we have passed the entry income tax account debit to bank. But you should have to adjust it to provision for taxation account. So what we will do? Provision for taxation to income tax paid account or to bank account. Whatever you may write, this is up to your choice. It will be better if you will write to income tax account because trial balance includes that account. It is the payment made by you during the year. So this will be entered here, 4 lakh. Now, whatever is the balancing figure, whatever is the balancing figure, check it out how much it is. That will be balance carried down. So it will be two payment, 40,000 rupees. Now we have to go for two bank or two balance carried down. Two balance carried down. This will be how much? This will be the balancing figure. Okay. If there is any. Now there is no balancing figure this side, then you have to go for buy balance carried down this side. So it will be 30,000 balance carried down. So this will be the adjustments. Now accordingly we have to show it. Opening balance is not required to be shown in any profit or loss account or balance sheet. This is required to be shown in profit or loss account. This is required to be shown in profit or loss account. And this balance carried down is to be shown in balance sheet. As per the case, if it is carried down, it means for it a debit balance. It may be debit or credit balance as per the case. Whatever the result is there, that will be shown in your balance sheet. So 320 will be a provision which has been created this year. So this will go to P&L account. This is a balance sheet adjustment, 30,000 rupees. That's it. Income tax paid account will be closed. Income tax paid account will be closed एंड नॉट शोन एनीवेयर. उसको कहीं शो नहीं करेंगे. हमें सिर्फ क्या शो करना है, प्रॉफिट लॉस में 3,20,000 और बैलेंस शीट में 30,000 रुपीज. दैट्स इट. इज दैट क्लियर टू एवरीवन? प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्सेशन. Yeah, it may be. I'm just taking up provisional adjustments ना. If you will make it 1,50,000, then obviously it will have credit balance. तो थोड़ा रेक्टिफाई कर लेते हैं अगर आपको लगता है थोड़ा, मतलब उसमें तो मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. ये तो मैंने एक प्रोविजनल फिगर्स ली थी. नॉर्मली इट विल हैव क्रेडिट बैलेंस. चलो यहाँ पर आ गया तो इसको ठीक कर देते हैं, उसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है. मेक इट 1,50,000. इफ इट इज 1,50,000, देन देर मे बी सम एडजस्टमेंट, है ना. देर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. इट मे बी एनीथिंग, डेबिट क्रेडिट कुछ भी आ सकता है, बट इवन देन आई वुड लाइक टू डू अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नीड. देर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. It will be 3 plus 4, 470, 70,000. So in that case, it will have 70,000 balance. Credit balance. Okay, 70,000 will be the credit balance. Some students were asking about the deferred tax liabilities and assets. Uh, Please tell me whether deferred tax accounting standard is in your syllabus or not. AS 22 is there, accounting standard 22. Is it in your syllabus or not, beta? Accounting standard 22. Yes or no? Please tell me. AS 22. So students are saying that it is in your syllabus. So beta, I would like to tell you, Mitesh Kumar, you should have to go for deferred tax. For that deferred tax, you should have to listen the you may say lecture on that. Already, I think this has been covered in your syllabus also, because it is a very detailed chapter. It is a complete detailed topic. I'm not able to cover it within just 15 minutes or 10 minutes. So due to that reason, I have left it for you. You may please check it out from there. Accounting Standard 22 video is there in your YouTube or your app also. You may study it from there, beta. It will be helpful for you, because in that case, you have to go into depth, because it is not a one line answer. We will have to go into detail. Okay. And student was asking that query in, wait, I didn't understand last entry. Marine Khan. Uh, Tell me what is the problem in your last entry, beta? चलो इसको रिवाइज करते हैं. once we may revise it so that everyone must be clear on it. Provision for taxation opening balance is given in your trial balance. Okay. It is worth rupees 1,50,000. And it is also given in adjustment. Provision for taxation to be created or like that, it will be given in the adjustment. So it is rupees 3,20,000. ठीक है. Now simultaneously he has given in you people have to do. Very simple. You have to prepare provision for taxation account. In that account, whatever is given in trial balance, that will have credit balance. It will be given in credit side. You will have to enter it in the credit side. That's it. By balance brought down. Then whatever is to be created for that, the journal entry is there, because whenever provision is to be created, any provision is created from the profit or loss account. And the entry is very simple: profit or loss account debit to provision. So the entry have its impact on ledger by P&L account 320. Whatever income tax paid is there, that account will be closed by transferring to provision for taxation account. So the entry is 2 provision for two income tax account. Here you may write two income tax. If you are interested to do an 100% exact, then you may write two income tax. Okay, whatever is the balance sheet figure, that will be the closing balance to be shown in the balance sheet. It is the amount to be carried forward. This is a liability which is not yet closed. So 70,000 will be shown there. Remaining is already paid ना. देखो हुआ क्या इसका meaning क्या? What is the exact meaning of it? Let's understand that. Last year 1,50,000 provision is pending which is not yet paid. 3,20,000 is created for current year. So total payment you have to make 4,70,000 in the current year. What is provision? Provision meant for this has been provided for. Okay. And this is the actual income tax which has been paid during the year. After making calculation, we come to know that this is 4 lakh rupees. So 4 lakh rupees will be entered here, whatever is there. And then balance sheet figure will be carried forward. Okay, so this may be the concept, or there may be some other concept as per the case. Whatever is the figure given to you, number of times he is giving you the closing balance of provision. You may enter closing balance, two balance carried down. Opening balance is given, buy balance brought down. Income tax paid is given, two income tax. Balance sheet figure may be by P&L. It may be also there. ऐसा भी हो जाता है कि आपको थ्री फिगर्स दिए, कोई भी थ्री फिगर्स दी होती है नॉर्मली, एक बैलेंस ओपनिंग का दे दे, एक क्लोजिंग दे दे और इनकम टैक्स दे दे पेड, तो आपको उस केस में ये निकालना है कितना करंट ईयर का प्रोविजन है। जो करंट ईयर का प्रोविजन है वो जाएगा P&L अकाउंट में, और जो आपका क्लोजिंग बैलेंस है वो कहाँ जाएगा? बैलेंस शीट में, लाइबिलिटी साइड में। ये बेटा प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्सेशन करने का अलग तरीका होता है। अगर आप इसको समझना चाहते हो डिटेल में तो आपको इसके लिए मतलब अगर आप उस तरह से समझना चाहते हो जैसे मैंने एडजस्टमेंट समझाई है, तो फिर ये ऐसे है देखो। A student have asked where is the second impact of that provision for taxation. Let's understand that. Profit and loss account debit to provision for taxation. Okay. This entry is passed 3,20,000. Now, what is the impact of every entry? Let's understand that. In profit and loss account, what will happen? We will enter 3,20,000 because this is given in adjustments. Okay. Now, when you will go into the balance sheet, what will happen? In balance sheet, we have opening balance, we have income tax paid during the year. Okay. Income tax paid. This is 4 lakh which has been paid during the year. Okay. In that, we will add out of that minus 320. Add uh, we have to calculate the liability for the current year, whatever is pending. So you may do like this, that opening was 1,50,000. So current year we have to pay rupees 3,20,000. It is 4,70,000 minus already paid income tax, whatever we have paid, that is 4 lakh. So 70,000 will be shown in balance sheet. Or in other ways, what will happen? We will have to show all things in the balance sheet. So if we will show all things in the balance sheet, that is not possible. Like what you have to do, this 4 lakh has been paid. This will be adjusted in provision. So 320 and 4 lakh will be adjusted in between each other. Opening balance is also adjusted. So we people are doing 4 lakh, uh, 4 lakh plus 150 माइनस, हाँ थोड़ा इसको कैलकुलेटिव कर सकते हैं हम लोग, अगर अगर वो उस हिसाब से चलना चाहते हो तो वो हो जाता है। वो 70 थोड़े से निकल आता है हमारा, तो कर सकते हैं उसमें करने में क्या कि प्लस ओपनिंग माइनस क्लोजिंग करके निकल आएगा। थोड़ा उसको सेटिंग करनी पड़ेगी, मैंने कर दिया वैसे। आई ऑलरेडी डन इट। दिस इज अमाउंट ऑफ करंट ईयर। इसमें ओपनिंग ऐड हो गया और जो पेमेंट है वो माइनस हो गया, तो वो सारा एडजस्टमेंट करके ही आ जाता है। ये ड्यूल एस्पेक्ट अपने आप पड़ जाता है इसका। Closing balance comes in credit side, then we say it is a deferred tax asset or advanced tax. Like that, you may say there's no problem. Provision for taxation shown in other liabilities. Exactly right, beta. Other current liabilities. Now, we people are doing closing stock. So if closing stock is given to you, that has already been done in the previous lecture. I remember that, है ना? Just tell me any other query. एक query एक student ने भी पूछी थी. I would like to let you be clear on that. It was regarding illustration number 5. Why goodwill is not written off in illustration number 4 as it is purchased goodwill? Illustration number 4, why goodwill is not written off? See illustration number 4 also. Hmm. Financial statements, illustration number 4. A question has been asked by Ram Jha also. I will take that query. Just wait. Hmm, goodwill. Intangible asset goodwill 5 lakh is there. No, if beta, let's understand this thing that if it is given in trial balance, we doesn't have the right to write it off. If it comes to our part that goodwill is there, है ना, then we may, maybe it has been purchased because we doesn't know whether it is purchased or it is a self created goodwill. You people need not to go into the depth of your accounting standards. Once you will go into the depth of outstanding, you will be totally confused, beta. Accounting standards are given for the reference of those questions wherever accounting standard is demanded. You need not to go into the depth, too much depth, because we when these questions are framed, you should have to understand both the concepts ना. हम सिर्फ एक तरफ चल पड़ते हैं. Don't go by one way only. Okay, it has been clearly mentioned in that AS, if goodwill is purchased it can be shown. Now where it is mentioned that this is not a purchased goodwill, beta, we have to assume it is purchased, because if it is shown here and he has not given anything in written to us that this goodwill is a self created goodwill, if he has mentioned it that this is a self created goodwill, you have to write it off. But if it is not mentioned, you need not to worry. Don't overthink yourself. ओवरथिंकिंग से प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी. ठीक. That means everything given in trial balance, any liability and asset always fails in balance sheet. Exactly right, Ramja. Ramja is saying if any asset or liability is given in trial balance, it will always be shown in balance sheet only and only. ये याद आप लोग भी कर लो. राम झा ने याद कर लिया. ये आपकी ड्यूटी है. जस्ट रिमेंबर इट. Any asset, any liability given in trial balance will go to balance sheet only and only. Any expense, any income given in trial balance must go to profit and loss account only and only. Coming to adjustment part, if any expense or income is given in adjustment, it will be adjusted at two places because that is required to be debited and credited. Okay, very good, very good. Sir, if closing stock comes in credit side, then we say if closing balance, चलो ये तो मैंने बता दिया. सर कैन वी हैव ब्रेक? बेटा रहने दो. बेटर है, ब्रेक के चक्कर में तो हम लेट हो जाएंगे. Let's understand each and everything. We will close the session 10 to 15 minutes earlier. There's no problem. There is a too much cold environment everywhere. So just enjoy that, है ना. Sir, in large companies, as there are large number of employees, then how they calculate outstanding salary? उसके लिए आपको प्रैक्टिकली सीखना पड़ेगा बेटा. अभी उसका टाइम नहीं आया. यू नीड नॉट टू वरी. Basically, in those cases we have different type of systems which we have prepared. There is ESI deduction also, there is PF deduction also. There are separate employees for calculate for there are separate employees named as HRs. Payroll management persons are there, they are managing that. We have softwares for payroll management. Number of things are there, beta. Sir, items of trial balance have only one effect mostly. No, 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 no. Not mostly, it will always have single impact. Okay. Okay, let's discuss some technical adjustments like provision for bad debts. What means for provision for bad debts? Everyone knows it. So if provision for bad debts or doubtful debts is given in trial balance, how it is to be entered, where it is to be entered? Batao bhi. Fast. Avantika, I'll come to your query. Very good, Shabash. I will take every inquiry of your chapter. There's no problem. If you are interested to take it, I would like to go for those problems first before discussion of these adjustments. Okay. Provision for bad debts given in trial balance, where it is to be entered. Shabash. सब अपना अपना आंसर दे रहे हैं. All are giving their own answers. Fast. मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा किसी का. I will not take name of everyone, anyone. Just do it fast. Send me the answers. It will check your knowledge. Let's understand this thing that provision of current year cannot come in trial balance. Why? Because provision is created on closing balances. As these are created or calculated on closing balance. So closing balance will be resulted once TB is prepared. So let it be very much clear whenever this provisions comes to us, these are opening provisions. These are always opening provisions. So all provisions given in trial balance are opening provisions, not closing. These are not closing, these are opening provisions, beta. So if these are opening provisions, then they have different type of treatments. Okay. If these are closing, then it will go to profit, go to balance sheet. We know it very well, है ना? So if opening provision is there, then it have different type of treatment. It is required to be closed normally. It will be adjusted somewhere here or there. If nothing is mentioned, obviously you are very right that any provision given in trial balance will go to liability side of balance sheet. There is no problem, beta. You people are 100% right. If you are saying that this provision is to be shown in the liability side of balance sheet, I am with you. But even then, it is not done in case of provision for li- bad debts or provision for taxation because these are opening provisions. These are not closing provisions. So we may have some more adjustments given to us in relating to them, in relation to them. So there are number of adjustments given. So we have to make those adjustments. Okay. I have already mentioned you, we have to prepare accounts for that. Okay. So what will be the treatment for this? It will be treated like this. It will be same for provision for taxation also. Closing provision plus, mm, no, just a moment. In this case, normally what happens, you will be given closing provision also. Closing provision will be given in adjustments like this 5% on debtors. Maybe you remember that this type of point comes to us. And also bad debts are given to us. Bad debts during the year, rupees 10,000. Like that is given to us. Now what its meaning is, beta, इसका मीनिंग ये होता है कि वी हैव क्रिएटेड ए प्रोविजन इन द लास्ट ईयर फॉर द करंट ईयर दिस इज रुपीज 15,000. Okay, out of that, what will happen? Current year bad debts worth rupees 10,000 has been happened, and remaining 5,000 is not done. In the same way, we have created a new provision of rupees 5% on debtors. So this is 5,000. Okay, so we have to make some adjustments like bad debts during the year is this one, closing provision is this one. So we have to make some adjustments like bad debts during the year is 10,000 plus closing provision is 5,000 minus opening provision is 15,000. Yes. So current year bad debts, in that we will add closing provision and opening provision we will deduct, and whatever is the balance that will go to profit or loss account debit side. And this closing provision will also go into balance sheet, 5,000 rupees, liability side. Opening provision is automatically adjusted in this. So I'm giving you 5 minutes. You people may do one thing. You may review your queries. जो भी आपकी queries है 2-3 minutes दे देता हूँ मैं आपको. 2-3 minutes में आप लोगों ने किसी ने वो वॉशरूम वगैरह जाके फ्रेश होकर 2-3 मिनट में आ जाओ. ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगाएंगे. 2-3 minutes में भी आप लोग आ जाओ और हम लोग चैप्टर की प्रॉब्लम्स ले लेते हैं. लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ चैप्टर आफ्टर जस्ट 2-3 minutes. ओके, नो नीड ऑफ गोइंग फॉर ए प्रॉपर ब्रेक. मेरीन खान, वी आर डूइंग इट अकॉर्डिंग टू द अकाउंटिंग सिस्टम. ये सब कुछ वही हो रहा है जो मैंने बताया है, बट ये करने का तरीका डिफरेंट है बस. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू हाउ टू डू इट बिकॉज अदरवाइज वी हैव टू डू इट सेपरेटली. हर एक को अलग अलग करना पड़ेगा. चलो इसको तो कंप्लीट कर देते हैं पॉइंट को बिकॉज स्टूडेंट हैज आस्क्ड ए क्वेरी. वट एवर इज बैड डेट्स ड्यूरिंग द ईयर that is given in profit or loss account, that is a loss. Actually it will go to profit or loss account. Okay, like this 10,000 rupees done. Closing provision is an adjustment. It have two impacts. One, it will go to profit or loss account, debit side. Same in this, it will be automatically added in this 5,000. Secondly, it will also go into balance sheet because it is a new provision which has been created. Balance sheet credit side with rupees 5,000. Okay. Now opening provision, whatever is given to you, that is bad debts during the year. Sorry, that is the opening provision worth rupees 15,000. It is required to be reversed in the current year. Its entry is very simple. It will be adjusted in the bad debts of current year. So its entry will be bad debts, provision for bad debts to bad debts. Provision for bad debts, debit to bad debts. It is required to be reversed with rupees 15,000 to bad debts 15,000. Now what will happen in this 15,000? This 10 or 5 will be adjusted because 10 plus 5, this will go to P&L account and this will be deducted from P&L account. 10 plus 5 minus 15 because it is required to be reversed. So this will be the journal entry. I'm not interested to give you in a technical way. सो आई एम गिवन यू इन ए वेरी सिंपल वे बेटा, इसलिए ऐसा होता है। देखो हो गया ना सारा कुछ, ये सब कुछ ही हो गया, आपका सारा काम हो गया, ये रिवर्स हो गया अकाउंट, दिस विल बी क्लोज्ड, इट विल नॉट गो एनीवेयर। Obviously, we know it very well. It is given in trial balance, so it will go at one place only. So that way is it will go to P and L account, but it will go in the reverse side of P and L account. Reverse side means it will be debited to P and L, it will be credited to P and L, because this will have a credit balance. This bad debts have a credit balance, so it will be credited to P and L. So P and L account will be debited and credited with same amount of 15,000. So it will be neutralized. It will be neutralized. So that is the way why we are doing it. देखो आप लोगों की क्वेरीज आती जा रही हैं, तो मैं ब्रेक नहीं दे सकता। मजा आ रहा है क्वेरीज का, मुझे भी बहुत मजा आ रहा है। प्रोविजन ऑफ क्लोजिंग इज अवर एसेट ना, प्रोविजन ऑफ क्लोजिंग इज अवर लाइबिलिटी ना, क्योंकि ऑल प्रोविजंस आर लाइबिलिटीज, सो इट्स अवर लाइबिलिटी बेटा। सर इन बैलेंस शीट डेबिट साइड लेस ना, in balance sheet we can't make any deduction, because we know it very well that provisions are to be shown in the liability side only, not in the asset side. Bad debts also includes closing provisions. ओके, चलो 2 to 3 minutes में हम दोबारा मिलते हैं। लेट्स मेट विद द प्रॉब्लम्स। ओके सर, 2 3 minutes की ब्रेक देंगे, ज्यादा नहीं देंगे बस। आ जाओ बेटा, फटाफट शुरू करें फिर फास्ट। वेरी गुड क्वेरी बाय मनोहर। Sir ji, why you add closing balance in current year bad debts? Let it be very much clear that bad debts is a loss. Is that clear? Bad debts given in trial balance is a loss. So where it will go? It will go to P and L account, debit side. So provision created at the end of the year, provision at the end. This is also a loss. So this will also go to P and L account. Also it will go to balance sheet, liability side. It will have double impacts, beta. So these both will go to debit side of P&L. Simultaneously, last year provision given in trial balance will also be credited to P&L account. So your P&L account will be credited with rupees 15,000, simultaneously debited with rupees 50,000, having neutral effect. Debit and credit with 15,000, so having neutral effect. Due to that reason, it will not be shown, or it will be shown by making my adjustments. So it will be nil, obviously. Only in balance sheet it will be it will be entered 4 rupees with the current year provision only. Whatever is the current year provision, maybe it is 5,000, so it will be shown as it is. Sir ji, why you add? Okay, sir, you okay? This is clear, na? Sir, that concept relate reality. Yes, sir, I'm waiting for you. Okay, okay. Main Khan, the concept is very simple. Bad debts are given in trial balance. So if any item is given in trial balance, what it is? It's either a loss, expense, income, asset, liability. So it's a loss. So where loss will be entered? It will be entered on the debit side. So bad debts given in trial balance will be entered in debit side of P&L account. Okay, rupees 10,000 done. Now second adjustment, provision given in adjustment. It have double effects. We know it very well. One effect is it will be provided for. It is a loss to be created. It is a provision for loss to be created. So due to that reason, it will be debited to P&L account, 5,000 rupees. Simultaneously, it is a provision on debtors. Due to that reason, it will reduce our debtors. So it will be credited there. So it will go to balance sheet, liability side, 5,000 rupees. Okay. Now opening provision you people doesn't know, because you people have never gone for this opening provision concept. No teacher has given you this guidance. According to my opinion, maybe you have done it, but according to my opinion, this is my opinion. Opening provision, this will have a credit balance in your trials. What you have to do, you people doesn't know how to treat it. So this will be credited to P&L account, beta, because this provision is a provision created last year as a expense. Just like this, it has been debited to P&L, but this year we have to reverse it. The rule is we have to reverse it in the next year. So this will be reversed. Earlier in the last year it has been debited to P&L. This year it will be credited to P&L to make it neutral, because provision doesn't meant for anything. Provision is just provided for the future upcomings. So future upcoming is already entered in the books of accounts. So why it is required? It is just created for the purpose of making adjustment at the end of the year. साल के end में ना हमें adjustments करनी होती हैं, तो वो adjustment कर ली थी हमने। नेक्स्ट डे इसको रिवर्स करना था, वो नेक्स्ट डे रिवर्स करने के बदले में हम कब कर रहे हैं? 31 मार्च को, क्लोजिंग डेट को हम इसको रिवर्स कर रहे हैं। तो ये ट्रायल बैलेंस में होने की वजह से 15,000 रुपीज प्रॉफिट लॉस की क्रेडिट साइड में जाएगा। तो ये क्रेडिट साइड में जाएगा, ये दोनों डेबिट साइड में जाएंगे। अब मैंने वो, आप ऐसे डाल लो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, नो वन विल टेल यू एनीथिंग। ओके, सेम इज द इम्पैक्ट फॉर प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्सेशन बेटा। अगर प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्सेशन आपके पास दिया हुआ है तो उसका भी सेम ही इम्पैक्ट होता है, उसमें भी इसी तरह से सब कुछ होता है। क्लियर है? चलो, लेट्स गो फॉरवर्ड। नाउ टेल मी द प्रॉब्लम्स इन योर चैप्टर फास्ट। Chapter is with you. Tell me the problems. Any problem I would like to take. Financial statements of companies, any problem. You people have done all the questions and all the test your knowledge questions. All examples, all test your knowledge questions you have to do. Have you done it? Speed it up. Have you done बेटा? आपने ये सारे क्वेश्चंस कर लिए खुद? Sir, provision given in adjustment is closing provision. Exactly, beta, this is right. Closing provision, this is whatever is given in adjustments. So have you done all the questions of financial statement, beta? Yes, sir. Page number 11.70. Page number 11.70. Okay. So there is a problem on 11.70 page. Before that, if there is any problem, you may please check it out. Yes, beta. Page number 70. What is the problem? निकाल लिया मैंने, बताओ. अवंतिका. Page number 11.70. Yes, sir. Done. Okay. So what is the problem? Page number 11.70. Sir, disclosure एंड फॉर्मेट ऑफ पी एंड एल अकाउंट. बेटा अभी भी डिस्क्लोजर पे रहोगे और फॉर्मेट्स पे रहोगे तो मुश्किल आएगी. लेट्स टेल मी व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन दैट. वेंकटरमन, टेल मी द प्रॉब्लम इन दैट डिस्क्लोजर एंड फॉर्मेट ऑफ पी एंड एल. Where is the problem? Send me the page number. I would like to discuss from the page number. It will be better for you. Venkataraman, send me the page number where there is a problem. चलो, let's start with the next chapter. Sir, I have one question regarding profit or loss account. अगर एक्सपेंडिचर का हेडिंग याद नहीं आए तो सम एक्सपेंडिचर को अदर एक्सपेंसेस में लिख सकते हैं. या नो प्रॉब्लम, यू मे डू दैट. If we are unable to understand what is the heading of this expense, then you may write it in other expenses. There's no problem. Loan from directors others. Okay. See, there is a problem on 11.70 page. Loan from directors other. 20,000 rupees. How it comes? This is a 10th question. So see question number 10. I would like to see the question. Yes. In this question, he has given you that there is a loan from SFC, 7,50,000 beta. Loan and advances from related parties, 2 lakh. Okay, this is ninth, sorry. Coming to 10th. Yes. He says loan from PFC is there. Okay. Other long-term loans unsecured includes what it includes. Loan from this loan taken from directors, 8,50,000. Okay. Good. Okay, 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 okay. ठीक है. I understood your query. Just 13 lakh 80, 4 lakh 80. Just a moment. I would like to do it for you. Please explain. Test your question number 10. Okay. Interested to do the complete question? It will be a better option. Let's do question number 10th. It will be a better option. Read the question once so that we can do it properly. Read the question. Very easy to do it. On 31st March, SR Limited provide you the following ledger balances. Okay. Now details are given to you, beta. Additional information is given. 50,000 fully paid shares were allotted as consideration for land. So it will be disclosed properly that this much shares are issued against consideration other than cash. Cost of assets are given to you. So this will be used for the purpose of calculating depreciation or for the purpose of presentation. Trade receivables 4,86,000 due for more than 6 months. Balance with bank. So it will be just for presentation because whatever the trade receivables are there, that will be bifurcated into two parts, more than 6 months and less than 6 months. इसको पीछे करना, थोड़ा पीछे कर दो, लाइट पड़ रही है, थोड़ा सा पीछे कर दो. हाँ, ठीक है, ओके. Okay, balance with bank include 56,000. The NEA bank, which is not a scheduled bank, so it will be presented that this is not scheduled bank. Accordingly, we will show it. Loan from PFC repayable after 3 years. It will be shown only. ठीक है, okay. The balance of 26 lakh 30,000 in the loan account with PFC is inclusive of interest accrued but not due. So this will be just presentation again, but this will be bifurcated into two parts: long-term borrowings and short-term borrowings, because interest due is not a long-term borrowing. Loan is secured by hypothecation. Other long-term loans, BR of rupees 60, 1,60,000 matured has been discounted. So BR discounted will be shown in contingent liabilities, as we know. Short-term borrowings include loan from NEA Bank, loan from directors. 35,000 has been transferred to general reserve proposed by the board of directors out of the profit for the year. So just simple presentation is there. Inventory of finished goods include loose tools costing rupees 5 lakh, which do not meet the definition of PPE. So it will be written off, obviously, because if it is not fulfilling the definition of finished goods, no, sorry. So it will go for the assets also, which do not meet definition of property, plant and equipment as per AS10. Inventory of finished goods. Okay, so we'll discuss it. You are required to prepare balance sheet of the company. So we will do everything point by point. It will be easy for you to do it. आप लोग करोगे साथ साथ. Do it with me. Wire. फेस भी कर दो. Let's do it, beta. Yes. Let's start. Prepare the pro forma. If you are interested to do it in proper pro forma, then you may do it accordingly. We may save the timing by not going for the proper performance. Just do it in single table so that it will be easy to do it. बंद हो गया यार. Let's start with it. First of all, there is a heading share capital beta. We know it very well. So in share capital, what you have to show? Everyone knows. Fast. How much will be the amount of share capital? Fast. Do it on your copies fast and tell me how much we have to enter. 80 lakh is the amount of share capital given to you. Very good. Calls in area is given to you. 15,000. Any other adjustment? Yes. Point number one is given to you. That will be adjusted in it. For the purpose of presentation, we have to show that. So share capital will be 79 lakh 85,000. Just show that it includes 50,000 shares given in point number one. 50,000 shares issued in consideration other than cash. That's it. So first point is clear, beta. Second point, reserve and surplus. How much will be shown in reserve and surplus? So in reserve and surplus, we have general reserve 9,41,000 that is given to you. See here it is general reserve 9,41,000. Reserve and surplus 9,40,000. He says there is a point on it. See that point number 10th is there. 35,000 is to be transferred to general reserve. So minus 35,000 is to be transferred from profit loss to general reserve. Profit loss to general reserve. So 35,000 will be added. So the amount will be 9,76,000. Done. Then security premium is there. Security premium. How much is the amount of security premium that is given to you? 15 lakh. Then there is a profit loss given to you 5,80,000. Minus transfer to general reserve 35,000 beta. 5 lakh. It will be 45,000. Profit loss account is done. Next is long term borrowings. In long term borrowings, what you will show? There is a term loan given to you. Loan from PFC 26 lakh 30,000. Loan from PFC. This is amounted to rupees 26 lakh 30,000. Point is given to you regarding its accrued interest beta. Sixth point is there. He says out of this 1,34,000 is the interest. So this is short-term borrowing, 1,34,000. This will be deducted, and the balance will be 24,96,000. This is interest. It's short-term borrowing. Okay. Then these are the secured loans, as we know. Then there are some unsecured loans also. In unsecured loans, he have mentioned you 22,50,000 is other long-term loans. So it is not mentioned whether they are secured or unsecured. We will assume that as unsecured. Seventh point is given to you. In seventh points, he has given to you that there is a loan of rupees 13,80,000 loan taken from Nexus Bank. Out of that, 4,80,000 is payable within the 1 year. So this is to be bifurcated. Out of that 13,80,000, you may show it separately. It is also better. Loan from Nexus Bank. In that 13,80,000 is there, minus short term. इसमें से short term कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? 4,80,000. So 9 lakh will come out. Then loan taken from directors is given. Loan from directors. This is rupees 8,50,000. How much is total unsecured loan? Total unsecured loans were 22,50,000 beta. Out of that, he has given description of 13,80,000 and 8,50,000. So how much is left? 20,000 is left. So this is other loans beta, because it has not been prescribed what it meant for, but these are the long-term loans only, and these are unsecured loans. So these are been presented in this way. Then we have to go for short-term borrowings beta. In short-term borrowings, what you have to show? He has given 4,60,000 as short-term borrowings. In that also he has given you, read that, point number 9 is given to you. In that secured and unsecured portion is given secured loan from Nea Bank. 1,16,000 beta. This is a secured. Okay. Unsecured loan from directors 48,000. Other loans. How to get other loans? Check it out. How much is the total loan given to you? Total short-term borrowings are 4,60,000 beta. Out of that, he has mentioned you that 1,16,000 is from Nea Bank, 48,000 is of directors. Remaining how much? It's 2,96,000. These are other loans. So 2,96,000 is other loans, beta. And one loan has been transferred by directors, 4,80,000. This is a loan of short-term borrowing transferred from Nea Bank. Nexus बैंक है ना, लोन फ्रॉम Nexus बैंक, दिस कम फ्रॉम लॉन्ग टर्म बोरिंग्स, ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम लॉन्ग टर्म बोरिंग्स, ओके. Then other current liabilities. In that, unpaid dividend is given to you. Unpaid dividend is our liability because if any amount is due to be paid to someone, that is our liability. So it will be other liability. One was interest accrued but not due. This is also our liability. Transferred from your long-term borrowings, 1,34,000. Okay. Then short-term provisions are there. In that we have a, any provision is there? Yes, provision for taxation. Any adjustment is there, beta? Provision for taxation, 3,80,000. I think these are clear. One is contingent liability in addition to this. So liability side is clear. Asset side is very easy. You may do it at your own. There's no problem in that. Only loose tool is there. Loose tool will be assumed as a stock because that has been made us very much clear that this doesn't fulfill the definition of AS10. So loose tool will go to asset side. Nothing else. No other technical problem is there. Only liability side have many adjustments. Asset side doesn't have any adjustment. You have, do it at your own. Any query in this chapter, just tell me so that we can start next chapter tomorrow. Provision for taxation and reserve वाला दोबारा समझा देना. Okay, लो. Provision for taxation and reserve. Beta, he has mentioned you in point number. Provision for taxation is given to you in your liabilities in your trial balance. So if provision for taxation is given in trial balance, then it will be shown in liability side if there is no opening or no other adjustment given to us. If there is other adjustments, then we have to go it according to the system whatever we have discussed, बेटा. जो हमने डिस्कस किया था उस तरह से चलेगा. अभी यहाँ पर कुछ ऐसा नहीं है तो it will go as simple as that. When it is given that this much provision for taxation is there, this much payment is made, this much this is made, all that is there, then we have to prepare proper account and show it accordingly. Here it is very simple. Provision for taxation is given in trial balance. Show it in current year balance sheet. That's it. Because it meant for there is no adjustment in this. And second thing you was asking about reserve. Reserve beta ऐसा है. He has mentioned you that in case of reserve, 9,41,000 is the general reserve. He says out of P&L account, we have transferred 35,000 to general reserve. So we have deducted it from P&L and added to general reserve. That's it. That is for the purpose of declaring dividend. Whenever dividend is declared, some percentage is, some amount is transferred from profit loss to general reserve for the purpose of future security. So that is given you. Sir, interest will show in other liabilities. Yes, exactly. Okay, then I think everyone is clear on the points. Sir, close the session.